The real reason why you feel unhappy is because you're a slave to pleasure. Let that sink in. You wake up in the morning. What's the first thing you do? You check your phone. You respond to some old notifications. Maybe you go on Instagram or on TikTok and you scroll for a bit. Then, once you decide you're done, then you go and eat some breakfast. You eat something sweet that spikes your dopamine and spikes your insulin. Maybe while watching some YouTube, then you go outside, you put your AirPods on with some music. By the end of the morning, your dopamine is already too high. That relentless search for instant gratification and instant pleasure, it's a form of slavery. Because how do you feel like when you go to work or when you go to school? You feel bored and tired. You have a lot of negative energy. But being surrounded by modern technology and having your brain overstimulated leads to some consequences. Well, the first one is that you lose the ability to question or rebel. You feel so comfortable in your current position and you like that comfort to the point where questioning the system around you and maybe rebelling to it or changing your routine and start doing something hard in your life, that feels too difficult and that kills all the comfort that you have in your life. So this is why you remain in the same position for the rest of your life. The second consequence is that constant stimulations and constant notification train your brain to avoid that mental effort, to avoid doing hard things, as I said. So you lose the ability to control your thoughts and to dive yourself into deep thinking. The third consequence is that it makes you fragile and manipulative. This is probably one of the most scary. By watching social media for hours every day, then the algorithms and what you watch will install some kind of thought and belief in you. And this is one of the reasons why we had millions of people celebrating for the death of Charlie Kirk, for example. That's pure sociopathic behavior. Because the algorithms convince those people that he's somehow an evil person. He's racist, he's homophobic, he's horrible. They couldn't stand him. So when he got assassinated, they celebrated. But they couldn't actually sit and think, why am I celebrating? Why am I celebrating for the death of another human being? He has a family. He has people who love him. And on top of them, he is a human being created in the image of God. He has ideas, he has emotions, he has a life. He is not just what he says on social media. He is a person. But by being hypnotized in the social medias, they lose that ability to think. They think that is okay, and that is the problem. Now, the fourth consequence is that it leads to an endless cycle of emptiness, because pleasure is temporary. So this means that every time it needs to be renewed. It doesn't last forever. So your brain is constantly seeking for the next thing, the next adventure to spike your dopamine. This means that you don't actually feel fulfilled and happy. You always need something more. So how do you fix this? Well, there are three things that you must do to fix this. The first one is to prioritize purpose over pleasure. Find your purpose or your meaning in life and work every day towards it. So when you hit a small achievement, or even the process of achieving that, will make you feel great and happy on the inside. Also, pursuing your purpose will make you, by extension, more disciplined, because you prioritize your future needs instead of your present ones. The second thing is to go to a dopamine detox period. Even 2 weeks is fine. 2 weeks period when you completely turn off the technology and all of the distractions. You go to a privation pleasure period. That will feel hard and boring in the beginning, but in the end, you will start enjoying again all of the small things in your life, and you will not need that constant dopamine spike and pleasure that you have right now in your life. And the third thing to do is to learn how to live in silence. Learn how to live with your own thoughts, to think for yourself. and cultivate deep and critical thinking. Because when you learn how to master yourself and you enjoy being alone, you enjoy the silence, and you're okay with the boredom, then you cannot be conquered anymore. So I hope this video helped you, and if you have a question, just let me know in the comments and subscribe to the channel.